Market update here on the 14th. Gonna start here with coin. I think the last video I did was almost a week ago, so maybe last Friday. In my last update, my target was 151 on coin, and obviously it's gone a lot farther than that. I think that I'm starting to consider this could potentially be 5 waves, but if you look at this on smaller time frames, does that look like 5 waves to you? It does not look like 5 waves to me. No, it can't be 5 waves. So what I think this is, let's see how long this lasted. 19th to the 7th, that took 19 days. So I would be looking at about half of that to get there. That takes 9 days, and where does that take us to? The 16th. So this move is just about finished. However, it's just gone farther than the 1.61 extension. And so once it broke the 1.61 fib right here, I was looking at this 3-hour supply zone for a long time. Right here. So you have 3-hour supply zone right here, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's daily. Either way, there's a supply zone that I was looking for that ended, maybe that was it. It ended at like 147 maybe. And my target, if it went past that, was 151. That's the 1.61 fib. So what I think is going on here, and if I'm wrong, then this would just be a first wave. But what I think is going on, I think we're just getting an extra long C wave, or yeah, it's got to be a C wave. So what's my target for that now? We have a 4-hour supply zone, pretty clearly, 4-hour supply. Here at 173, the 2.61 extensions here at 182. So that is my target. Today, when it gapped up from 140 basically, I got in really late, but I traded shares and made some good money, and then I bought here at the end of the day again, because I think that there's nothing stopping this from going all the way to 173. So we'll see if that works out. I would just sell in that box. But I still think that there's a good chance that this is intact. We'll see though. Like I said, if it's a 5-wave move, because it is 5 waves here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Working on a 5th wave. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is likely let's see. Kind of a weird one here, I guess. Some kind of nested move. But anyway, I'm looking for this to hit 173. That's my target. And then I'm not ruling out the fact that if it hits 173, then I'd be drawing my parallel line a little bit higher. Let's say we hit that. You'd be looking at maybe something down here around $110, but still the possibility of coming all the way down here to this demand zone. However, I'll go to Bitcoin here in a second. There's also a possibility that I'm completely wrong with this, and this is a first wave, and this was the end of some kind of ABC move. I'm trying to figure out what that would be. See, it doesn't really make that much sense. That's why that's why I think this probably is going to end up being a B wave, because it doesn't make any sense. So we have earnings tomorrow on coin. That's why I'm spending so much time here. So I'm thinking potentially run up tomorrow, sell off after earnings, and that will take maybe probably about 3 or 4 weeks. And that's about the time frame I have for the overall market. Not sure where it's going to go down to, maybe 110, maybe all the way down here to 90 bucks. But I still think it's going to sell off, and if I'm wrong, we'll notice because, again, I'm looking for 5 waves down here. If it's a second wave, then I'd be looking for just ABC right here and then another move higher after that. So, again, I'm long right now. I think it's probably going to go to 173. So I can just go into Bitcoin now. We can go over Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in the final legs of this move right here, I think. And it looks to me like it's probably in a 5th wave here of a 3rd wave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. However, this already hit. No, 1.61 fibs right here. 3rd wave's probably finished right here, and this is probably the 4th wave. That makes a lot of sense. So I would expect one more move higher, potentially to like 54, 55,000. It's kind of my target. It is in daily supply right now, but that doesn't really matter on Bitcoin. So I don't really use it as much. I do have it here. It doesn't matter as much with Bitcoin since it trades all day, I guess. So 54,000, 55,000, my target on that. So you can see there should be a little bit more upside on coin. And then let's go into Mara. There's other ones too, but Mara is a good gauge for that. Mara, I was wrong on this one too. They're kind of hard to figure out though because they don't trade like normal stocks. It's all based on Bitcoin's movement. So right here, this ended up being a nested move. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which I don't even think it's finished yet. It looks like it has one more move higher. Trying to make sure I'm correct here. So clearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the 3rd wave probably ended right here. Let me zoom out a little bit. So debatable, I guess. It's debatable if this is the end of the 3rd wave right here. I think it probably is though, because we got a nice correction down here to 24. So I think we're in the final stages of Mara as well, but I think this can extend to 31, maybe 32. Could run more too, but I don't know if it's going to pass the top right here. And if that were to happen, I guess the good news on this is that this was ABC, and then this is 5 waves. So this is likely a 1st wave of a move higher. So we're likely going to get something like this. So zooming out here, just look at this. How far did this retrace? Okay. Max target of 63 bucks. So this is probably, let me see, October 5th. This is really short too. So maybe, again, it's the same thing as coin, I guess. The dates aren't really working out, and that's why I had it going lower. So I think that this has potential to be either, again, same as coin, a very extended C wave like that, or 5 waves like this. And we pull back. Again, it's going to matter what happens after this. Are we going to get an impulse down? Or are we going to get an ABC pullback? So I'll have to go over these charts in depth more. because this basically broke the pattern that I was looking for. I was looking for an ABC move down to here, and then another move higher after that. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Maybe you get something like this. You get a sideways pattern and then higher after that. Same as this, because this right here hit the 1.61 fib. So you might be looking at something similar to this. Yeah, we might be right here. You can see here, we kind of consolidated a little bit, and then we made this move higher. We came back down, retraced to 0.5 fib. So if this goes at 31 and then retraces to the 0.5 fib, you're looking at a pullback to 22 bucks. And then you're looking for another move higher to somewhere around like mid 40s. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I think that this can go to 31, 32 bucks. And then I think you're probably starting that pullback to 22 bucks after that. And then if it does make an impulse move, the play that I originally said is still in play. All right, QQQ. This is a nice pattern here. We finally get a move down. We had 5 waves right here. And now we're getting an ABC move. I'm looking for this gap fill at 435. We hit 4-hour demand. Now we're going back into daily supply. If this holds right here at 439.25, which I expect it to, the next move I'm looking for 417 to 422. And my overall target for this move is more than likely somewhere in the low 400s, maybe 402 based on the second wave. It is also possible that this 5 waves is finished, but I don't think so based on the dollar. Dollar is likely getting close to a top here. So I think that this move is going to be pretty quick down, quick 4th wave, maybe a month or so. And then it should regain and start moving higher. So 402 is my target on this pullback, a little bit under 10%. Dollar just needs to hold 107, and it can move all the way down here to 92 for 5 waves into the summertime. Tesla. Tesla finally gets a nice move intraday. I'm looking for short term something around 207, minimum 201, because you can see here this took 4 days, this took 4 days. I'm looking for something by the end of the week up here to 201 minimum, potentially all the way up here to 207. So on the 15-minute time frame, you can see 1, 2, potentially something like this soon to complete an ABC move. I don't think it's a 5 waves. This is a very, very choppy move. I can't consider that 5 waves. It's got to be an A wave. So if it does that, I would expect it to probably come back down after it fills that gap, or at least pull back like that and then go higher after that for the next month. So it could go down here to 162 still after filling that gap at 207. What else we got here? SoFi, I already talked about that in the video yesterday. I think I'm going to leave it at that for now, unless you guys have some. Actually, just leave me in the comments. Tell me what you're looking at. I'll do some charts for you if you want. But right now, those are the main ones I'm focused on trading. And they're the best ones to make money on, in my opinion. I did buy some shop shares yesterday when it was falling because I'm going to average in the position here. I think this can go down to 62 bucks potentially. but I just want to average into it because I think it's probably going to go all the way up here to $100. So I'm averaging into that. I have like 80 shares right now. But besides that, nothing really going on. Everything else is looking good though today. Expect a bounce over the next couple of days to 435, 436 on QQQ. And then we should see a move down next week. That's it for this one. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe, and catch you in the next video.